Hi, everybody. This is Lisa, and this is...
I'm Sam. This is Lisa, also known as Croker.
Yes, I'm losing my voice right now.
It's that fucking donut! There, I said it
It's
for you to
that
get out of your way so you wouldn't have to.
It really is, too. I never had these problems until I ate that donut and it tried to strangle me. Hi, everybody. Okay, so a few months ago, Sam was headed to the store. He hit me up and he asked if I wanted a donut. And I thought, oh my God, yes, I could really go for a donut. One of those chocolate eclairs, you know, with the chocolate coating and the chocolate inside. Or, I'm sorry, not chocolate inside. The cream inside. I like the cream inside. One of those, I was like, oh yeah, I could really go for one of those. So get me one of those. What if they don't have it? Just give me something chocolate covered. Okay, no problem. So they didn't have the chocolate eclair. So he brought me back something that was okay. It looked good. I was like, well, yeah, that looks good. It looks sweet. It's got chocolate covering. It's got some sprinkles on top. It just looked like a glazed donut. So I said, okay. So I brought it back and I took a bite into it. The damn thing tried to kill me. I'm not kidding you. It lodged down my airway and it tried to strangle me to death. And I thought, oh, hell no. I don't think so. So I put up a hell of a fight. I coughed. I tried coughing up a lung too. And then afterwards, you know how when you go to swallow something through your airwaves, which, you know, they can't do that, and your eyes just kind of flutter like this, and you're talking like this. That's kind of like what it was. So after I cleared my throat for the 200th time, and I finally could talk again, and I could finally breathe without coughing, I kind of noticed my voice was a little crackly. I was like, oh no, did I like scratch my vocal cords or something? That would really suck. Well, of course I had to finish eating the damn thing to show it who was boss, and I made sure I did it carefully. I don't know if it's something about getting old that you forget how to eat, you forget how to drink, you always gotta cough, I don't know, but that was it. Well, because of that damn donut, my voice has never been the same. I can sing. They used to call me the karaoke queen, you know, because I can carry a note. However, I can't really hit those high notes anymore because I gotta do one of these things and it doesn't sound so good, you know, and yeah, it ruined my singing voice. No more karaoke for me. That's devastating. I can sing every once in a while, one song. There is no more singing every song on the radio because, yeah, that really messes up my voice. And with my job, talking on the phone all day. Well, we'll see how that's going to work. I have a feeling I'm going to be crackly by the end of the day. Sound like Mickey Mouse on steroids. But the moral of the story is, just because something looks sweet doesn't mean it's not going to try to kill you. Bye! By jumping down my throat.
I have never had that problem.
See, it's my alien DNA. I think we have a thing with donuts.
You must have a real tiny, tiny throat.
Moving on. So anyway, it is time for agree.
Disagree.
Or agree to disagree. And boy, do we have something for you.
Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit.
So let me get right down to it, and I'm going to read you this. Now, this is from the biomedicine, okay? And make it a little bigger because I can't read it like that. A little bigger. Okay. So COVID-19 vaccines and misinterpretation of perceived side effects, clarity on the safety of vaccines.
Number one, I don't understand that sentence. That sentence makes no sense.
I know. And this is from the biomedicine group. PMC PubMed Central, whoever they are. It says, abstract. It's from Raymond D. Palmer, I believe is the author. In the era of COVID-19 and mass vaccination programs, the anti-vaccination movement across the world is currently at an all-time high. Well, between you and me, that's because we've all done the research and we know what the poisonous shit is they're trying to put into us, and we say, fuck you. Much of this anti-vaccination sentiment could be attributed to the alleged side effects that are perpetuated across social media from anti-vaccination groups. All right, guys, this is the funny part. Fear-mongering and misinformation being peddled by people with no scientific training to terrorize people into staying unvaccinated is not just causing people to remain susceptible to viral outbreaks, but could also be causing more side effects seen in the vaccination process. This brief review will offer data that may demonstrate that misinformation perpetuated by the anti-vaccination movement may be causing more deaths and side effects from any vaccine. What? Say what? A mini review of published literature has been conducted and found that mental stress clearly causes vasoconstriction. Okay, and arterial constriction of the blood vessels. Therefore, if subjects are panicked, concerned, stressed, or scared of the vaccination, their arteries will constrict and become smaller in and around the time of receiving the vaccine.
In other words, it's just like sitting in a dentist chair. You're afraid of the drill. So the fear creates those responses in you. Same thing.
This biological mechanism, the constriction of veins, arteries, and vessels under mental stress, is the most likely cause for where there has been blood clots, strokes, heart attacks, dizziness, fainting, blurred vision, loss of smell and taste that may have been experienced shortly after vaccine administration. The extreme mental stress of the patient could most likely be attributed to the fear-mongering and scare tactics used by the various anti-vaccination groups. This paper does not aim to rule in or out every side effect seen, but it is highly likely that many apparent side effects seen shortly after subject has received a vaccination could be the result of, and that's where it ends. But I mean, are you serious right now? Okay. Now my take on that. That is so funny. Shit. I laughed. I shared it on Twitter, which I won my appeal, by the way. I'm back on Twitter. I shared it on Facebook. It was hilarious. One thing, okay? This is my problem with the vaccination. When they first brought it out, what did they tell you? You must get the vaccination, because if you get the vaccination, you will not have to worry about the disease. It will stop you. It will prevent you from getting the disease. So you must get the vaccination. It is safe and it is effective. Okay? So I was like, wait a minute. I did a bunch of research on vaccinations and viruses when I was doing Beautiful Death, which is coming up soon with book 2 of the Karma Trials. I'm just saying. And I was like, wait a minute. Now, you had to have, we're talking years and years and years and years and years of experimental lab results that are up here before you can go any further. 2 years is not enough time for anybody. And how were you experimenting on this when there wasn't even a virus to be experimented on? Oh, that's right, because you were manipulating the virus so that it would happen. And then you spread it out among everybody so that you could make a killing on the vaccination. That's why it's safe and effective. I got you. But then, what happened? A lot of people went out and got the vaccination, even though we begged them, don't do it. Wait and see what happens. No. Some of my friends have been getting some really bad effects from it. One of them's been hospitalized. I couldn't tell you how many times. She's had to go through rehab. She's lost 25 pounds, but I don't think it's a healthy way. So I don't congratulate her on that. I just say I'm sorry because, yeah. Anyway, then they said, you're gonna get the vaccination because it will lessen the degree of the effects of the virus. So if you get the vaccination, it will not make you feel as bad if you do not have the vaccination. I call bullshit. I had the very first strain. And I've had summer colds that were worse than that thing. The worst part was the vertigo. I will have to admit, the vertigo was the worst thing because it flipped my stomach upside down and I wanted to throw up. I do not throw up. Ask him. Refuse. So, and I got a low-grade fever, but that was it. That was it. And I have not been sick with the COVID since. And I'm still unvaccinated. To hear Fauci talk, I should be dead. Dead. Because of all these viruses going around. So then, people who were getting the vaccination, they were still getting the virus. And that's why they changed it to, it will lessen the degree of it. And what did they say? It didn't lessen the degree. I still have got the virus. This is somebody I knew. She was like, I got the vaccination. I got 2 of them. And I've had the COVID 3 times. And all 3 times, I feel like I'm dying. I'm like, why do you keep getting it? So then they said, well, we did not say that you will not get it. And we did not say that it will lessen the severity of it. However, it will help you when you get it.
But they did.
Yes, they
say
did.
That.
Yes, they did. We've all got the proof. So my big thing is, okay, now they're saying again, you've got to get the vaccination because if you get the vaccination, if everybody in the world gets the vaccination, it will knock out COVID.
Don't forget your boosters.
And your boosters, yes, of course. But if you haven't had a vaccination, you got to get all the vaccinations first.
Boosters, all the time. For the rest of your life.
Safe, 100% safe and effective. That's what they keep saying, safe and effective. And I tell you, there are, oh my God, I can't tell you how many stillborn births there were, how many dead babies were born, how many babies that were born with deformations because of the vaccination, how many babies are not going to be born because of this. When the guy who's funding it, millionaire, talks about depopulating the world by creating vaccinations and viruses, why do you trust him?
Billionaire, not million. Bill Gates is worth billions.
A billionaire, okay? Why do you trust him? Why? Why? And then they said it's illegal for them to do that gain of function. So why was Boston doing it? And why did they create a virus that has 80% kill effective?
Notice how quick they've shut that up.
Well, they don't talk about it.
That's what I mean. You notice how quick they've shut that up.
Yeah. And why is that? Why? Because when they spread that one out, because trust me, they're going to. They told us they were going to have a pandemic before they did the COVID. The 1% kill ratio. Okay? And everybody, they went crazy. Oh my God, 1% kill ratio, and we're gonna die. We gotta wash our hands 50,000 times a day. I barely washed my hands, okay? We go to the grocery store, we come home, he washes his hands.
I wash my hands, not because they told me that I gotta do it. I have all my life.
Yeah, I don't.
All my life.
I never have.
It's just a habit I got into at a very young age.
No. I rarely
That's why I
wash
just
my
do it.
hands.
I don't do it because they say, if they came out and said, you must wash your hands, I probably wouldn't because that's how I roll.
But they were like, yes, you got to wash your hands every time you walk into a room. I said, go to the grocery store. I'm handling all the cans that everybody else has. I come home.
That's why
I don't wash my hands. I don't wash my hands. Now, if I'm getting ready to actually eat something with my hands or cook something, I'll wash my hands. That's different. But, So, my thing is, okay, if it's the unvaccinated that is causing these side effects in the vaccinated, then how good is your vaccination? If all it takes is a little fear mongering from us unvaccinated people who actually have the brains to be able to do the research to realize that this toxic poison is changing people and destroying their lives, you people really need to look into all the people who have been injured because of the vaccination. There was one woman on Twitter, and she's holding her daughter who's shaking violently because she just had the vaccination, and she said, my daughter is so brave to get the vaccination. all of you non-vaxxers, you should get it. See how brave my daughter is. Bitch, do you not realize you're killing your daughter? Look at her. Look at her. She's shaking. It's like, come on. I don't understand some of these people. I really don't. I really don't. But that's my thing. I don't understand how you can say a vaccination is safe and effective when it's not doing a damn thing but killing people. Oh, I forgot that's the goal. That's the goal. When you want to depopulate the world, you want to create a vaccination that's going to kill them. Sorry, I get a little heated about that discussion.
You should have a sip of coffee because your voice is just about... her voice is just about gone.
Well, anybody calling in tomorrow, they'll hear it.
That's true. And you are on Ohio tomorrow, aren't you? Because Florida's not on.
Yep, Florida had 5 days off. But they usually get Thursday and Friday off, so for DeSantis to give him Wednesday off.
Man, he just bought himself the presidency in Florida, that's for sure. Anyway.
Only for unemployment. Only for the state employees.
There's a lot of state employees.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I don't have anything to counter that because that's just ridiculous. That's absurd to say that. You haven't been vaccinated, but I have been double vaccinated and boosted. But I'm afraid you can give me COVID. What? What? I'm confused. I don't get it. I did graduate from high school, but I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. That makes no sense, but I don't have... Well, you could be a carrier. Okay, I'll stretch it out and I'll give you that. Maybe I'm a carrier and I actually don't produce the symptoms. I'm just a carrier. You mean to tell me that I can give you COVID even though you have been double vaccinated and boosted so that it won't affect you as hard, but you can still get it? Yeah, that's right. No, that's wrong. You don't understand how these things work. No. It took them years of testing, experimentation, failures before they finally were able to get the right combination of drugs to battle polio. Okay. Polio pretty much is eradicated. Okay. They finally found it, but it took years. It didn't do it in 2 months. It's, oh, here's a new virus. Here's a vaccine. No. And now they're starting to see. Sure, everybody that gets the vaccine and the boosters, are they all 100% across the board having problems? No, of course not. Just like those who haven't got, well, these people over here haven't gotten vaccinated and they're dead because they didn't get vaccinated. But not everybody that didn't get vaccinated is dying or suffering any consequences from it. Okay? It is not something that you can just snap your fingers and have a vaccine for. You can't do it. Okay? You can't. You just simply, it doesn't work that way. Viruses have been on this earth way longer than we have. And whether you believe in creationism or you believe that we swung out of the trees, doesn't matter. Viruses were here long before the dinosaurs were here. Okay? And the dinosaurs lasted 150 million years. We've been in existence for 5 million. You could stretch it and say 7. But in any resemblance of form of what we are now, you can go 5 million years. 5 million. That means 160 million years the dinosaurs had over us. Viruses have existed since the first bacterial life appeared on this planet. Viruses have developed right alongside of them. Okay. You're not going to, in 2 months, create a drug to combat a virus that you created. Don't tell me they didn't manipulate that virus.
Oh, they already said they did.
No. They made that virus stronger. Yes, the coronavirus has been around for a long time. Long time. But they altered the protein spikes to make it deadlier and easier to catch. And now this new one that they say has got an 80% kill rate, it not only has an 80% kill rate, it has an almost 100% infection rate. And like I said when Lisa was talking, they shut up about it now. You don't see anything about it anymore.
You're not going to see the media talk about it anyway because it's not part of their talking points.
The way I look at this entire thing is I'm going to be 65 in July, and you'll be in June. Or will you be...
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. We may not see another year. We may not see another 2 years. And I'm not saying that, something bad's going to happen to our health or anything like that. It could, certainly. But with the way this world is going right now, I expect any day to hear that Russia, because they're losing this war, are going to use nuclear weapons, tactical nuclear weapons, to try to finish this war. That's all it's going to take. Or China is going to say, we're not messing around with Taiwan anymore. We're going in and we're taking it. That's all it's going to take. Because the superpowers to fight a conventional war right now is ridiculous. It would go on forever.
Do you remember when we had that president who almost had world peace going on? I remember that president.
Well, yeah, I remember him too, but, there's those mean tweets. We don't have them anymore, and that's important.
He's been allowed back on Twitter, but he has not tweeted. He won't go. He won't go.
Because he knows, he's not stupid. He knows that all these people are just sitting there on their phones just waiting for him to say something.
Well, he doesn't care about that.
And so he doesn't want to mess with that. He's on, Truth?
Truth. That's apparently his, but I didn't go to Truth.
But it doesn't, it's we're not talking about, I'm going off track here and that. We're talking about this ridiculous thing that, you can give me COVID and I've been immunized against it, but because you're not immunized against it, you can give it to me. I think I hear the sirens.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make sense. It's just like,
You totally went off topic.
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. Anyway, this whole thing about these shots, and if you have them, I can still give you the virus, is absurd. And that we're fear-mongering people. Oh, if we get the virus, our babies are going to be born, not well, or not be born at all, or I'm going to start going, if I don't get the virus, if I get the virus, if I get the shot, I'm going to have convulsions, and yeah.
But there is a woman that was like that. She's on video.
But you're telling us, if we don't get, you vaccinated people are telling us unvaccinated people that if we don't get it, we're going to die.
We're still alive, and y'all are dying.
And now you're turning around and saying, well, you're probably carrying it, and you're going to give it to me, even though I've been triple and double and even vaccinated. I got so many needles in me, I look like a pincushion.
It's odd.
It doesn't make any sense. Now, that article that Lisa read it off of, maybe just a load of shit, too. Maybe it was just a joke.
Well, the Washington Post said that the vaccinated people are making up for the deaths now. The COVID deaths are the vaccinated people, not the unvaccinated people. Gee, I wonder who told you that was going to happen.
Our bodies are born with a natural immunity. And if you live a decently healthy lifestyle, okay?
Yeah.
A decently healthy lifestyle, okay? And some people just don't get sick.
Mm.
They just don't.
I blame it on the bacon.
No, they don't get the... It's possible. I mean, I had the flu growing up. The actual bring me a bucket and I'm not getting out of bed for 5 days flu. Probably 3 times in my life.
I've never had the flu.
Okay.
That COVID thing doesn't count.
I've had colds. I do have seasonal allergies. I have pet allergies. I can't pet a dog.
I don't have
Oh my God.
I don't have any allergies.
I'll be for days.
But yeah, he's the one that pets the dogs. I don't. I avoid them like the plague.
That was God's way of saying, oh dear, here's an animal, an animal lover, and he is going to have dogs and cats out the yin-yang and not be able to take care of all of them. I'm going to give him pet allergies so he can't have any. And that's what he did. So, yeah. I mean, if a dog runs up to me, I can't resist. It's an automatic thing. I'll pet it and say, hey, are you okay? You doing good? If a cat comes and starts wandering around my door, it takes everything I have to not set some food out for it and drink. That's just the way I am with that. Anyway, I'm gonna put my sunglasses on because I'm blind.
I'm going to delete all that out.
This is going to be about a 5-minute video. It's going to be just her. Anyway, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox.
Oh my God.
Now my throat hurts.
Is there?
So anyway. It's got to be that turkey tryptophan starting to kick in.
Uh-oh. And we're going to be watching the movie tonight. The best
now who's
movie
off topic? Oh. I like rules. Yeah.
That's the second one.
I know that's the second one.
But anyway, that's our view on that because it's crazy. And you would not believe all the people who actually believe that. You look at the reporters and they're like, all of you unvaccinated people out there, you're the reason why this keeps going. Us vaccinated people are doing our part to make it go away, but y'all are just keep doing it. Excuse me? If you're vaccinated, it doesn't matter what we do. We are risking our own lives. It's our God-given right to do that. So leave us alone. You keep taking your poisonous shots all you want that are eventually going to really, really hurt you. That's on you. You do you, boo. We're going to do us. Don't worry about us. If it's going to eventually kill us that we don't get these shots, then it's our time to go.
See, they're saying, well, we're killing them now.
How? You got the vaccination to prevent that, so it doesn't matter what we do.
We're killing them because we're engaging in fear-mongering and making people afraid to get the shot.
So then what you do is you scroll past, you don't read it. You mute us, you block us. I don't give a shit.
No. We're engaging in fear-mongering? What the hell did you do when this all started?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? You want to talk about fear-mongering? Oh, you got to get the shot. You're going to die if you don't get this shot. You want to talk about fear-mongering? There you go. How you like it?
And we didn't die, so you lied. You lied.
Oh, we were misinformed, but we're right about you fear-mongering to other people and to not get this shot. That's right. No. Not right. All right, I'm done. I'm finished. I can't do no more. I can't say no more.
Well, that's our take on it. I mean, if you want to get the shot, get the shot. You want to get the booster? Go get the booster, boo. You do you. But I'm never getting any of that poisonous crap. I don't care how many viruses they throw at me. My body was created to fight what it can. And if it can't, well, then I go to my next job, which I'll probably have to spend some time in karma. I will haunt you motherfuckers. That's what I'm going to do.
Always remember the words of Stevie Wonder. Superstition ain't the way. Dun, 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 dun.
Lord help me. See what I got to put up with?
I need something to drink.
If it ain't that damn donut, I don't know what else.
I am parched.
I told you bring something in here.
And I have to pee so
Anyway.
bad. I move from. I'm going to have to wheel this chair out there because I can't stand up. Gravity is going to grab my bladder and go.
Okay, so I think we're done with that.
So remember, what's come and go?
You got it.
What?
You gotta finish.
I'll be seeing you real soon.
No.
Bye.
No.
What? What do you want me to say?
So that's our take, and this is
Sam?
agree
Or disagree? Or agree to disagree?
There you go.
Can I go pee now?
Bye.
Bye.